Curriculum is an essential part of the educational process. It is the culmination of learning and developmental theories, ideals from school districts, the combination of national and state standards, and the practices in which educators engage in while creating and carrying out content for students. These combined elements make curriculum a complex practice, one that is different for early childhood, elementary, secondary, and collegiate levels. However, one consensus that remains clear is that curriculum is continuously changing, and therefore educators, as well as administrators, need to be aware of the latest research and implementation procedures pertaining to curriculum content and development. Over the past several years, curriculum has transformed to include the push for an integrated science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, also known as STEM, approach for all grade levels. While the importance of STEM education is clear, many educators, including those at the pre-service and in-service levels, have limited knowledge of current STEM practices and how to best approach integration with curriculum materials and standards. As a result, teacher professional development and teacher education initiatives must be incorporated into all districts. There are a variety of ways to support educators as they gain knowledge of each of the STEM subjects, but for those currently teaching in grades 7 through 12, the Teacher Certification Program for College Graduates, also known as the TCPCG, at Avery Point is a relevant starting point. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are integrated subjects that make up the push to advance STEM education in kindergarten through 12th grade in order to encourage students to acquire knowledge, understanding, and 21st century competencies in each of the 4 subject areas. As a result, several professional organizations were developed to support STEM integration in the classroom. One such organization, the International Society for Technology and Education, or the ISTE, was founded to create a set of common terminologies and standards for educators, students, and leaders in the field of science, technology, and engineering. Each set of standards was developed to provide guidance to create competencies in learning, teaching, and leading within a digital age, focusing on the aspect of increasing digital literacy and creating digital learners, which have become essential skills in today's society. When discussing curriculum development, teacher education initiatives, and professional development, the ISTE Educator Standard, educators continually improve their practice by learning from and with others and exploring proven and promising practices that leverage technology to improve student learning becomes especially relevant. Under this standard, Section 1C states that educators must stay current with research that supports improved student learning outcomes, including findings from the learning sciences. Consequently, educators must actively seek new information and support through their curriculum design and student learning experiences with up-to-date research. The University of Connecticut, UConn, is upholding this standard as they support educators pursuing a graduate degree and accompanying certificate in STEM education. Over the past several years, UConn and the NEAG School of Education recognized the importance of STEM education initiatives and educational standards for improving teacher education in order to prepare the next generation of STEM literate citizens competing in the 21st century workforce. As a result, UConn developed several supporting programs and strategies in the pursuit of STEM integration, including but not limited to scholarship partnerships, summer programs for professional development, research, increasing faculty expertise, and creating deeper connections between STEM and the state and national assessments for mathematics in K-12 settings. One program dedicated to the sole focus of STEM certification for graduate students at the secondary level is the Teacher Certification Program for College Graduates at Avery Point. The Avery Point TCPCG program was designed with the understanding that the state of Connecticut has a need for more qualified science and mathematics teachers in order to remain internationally competitive in the area of 21st century STEM skills. This 11-month program is designed for educators who already have a degree in science, mathematics, or a related area, making the program ideal for graduate students seeking their initial certification. In order to become a STEM teacher, candidates need a related degree, specific education courses, and a supervised clinical program experience where STEM is taught to students in 7th through 12th grades. The program is considered to be a full-time commitment with the education taking place across 3 sections: a summer session with courses and an on-site practicum experience at Avery Point, student teaching in a STEM partners classroom, and an internship which consists of a research and development project at a STEM partner school district. The benefits of the program include experience and coursework in each of the science disciplines, which include biology, chemistry, earth science, and general science, mathematics, physics, and special education, support with placement for student teaching and research, and a consistency in the accelerated format which allows educators to achieve their STEM certification at a rapid speed. Other program benefits have been expressed by the alumni of the program. While there are numerous ways to pursue professional learning in the area of integrated STEM education, it is important to consider several factors before selecting a program. In one study regarding educator professional development, several current educators expressed the need for STEM education initiatives to include a STEM teaching model with clear expectations and guidelines in order to successfully implement state standards and STEM curriculum goals. This is one process that UConn's NEAG school has met with their curriculum design and implementation. The school has a wide range of current and previous students who have expressed their gratitude with the coursework, placement, and positive attitudes that resulted in their acquisition of a STEM certification. In 2015, the NEAG school released a video titled "The TCPCG Alum Talk About Their Experiences." The benefits of student teaching, achieving a doctorate, and supporting STEM school partnerships are detailed by several students. During the student teaching process, one student stated that she felt incredibly prepared for what she would face in the classroom and that STEM learning became a way of life and not just a program to complete, while another student expressed her gratitude for the supportive environment of the NEAG school and their STEM partners. And a third graduate student, who now works at a STEM-based school in Hartford, relayed that his preparation with the STEM certification program helped show him new ways to push the boundaries of his current students so that they could earn 21st century skills. Overall, the graduate STEM certification program seems to have a positive impact on the students who have completed the program, allowing them to meet current program goals and expectations. Another benefit of the STEM certification program at the NEAG school is the ability to experience and create connections between STEM disciplines. Research studies conducted by Honey et al. Concluded that a recommendation for STEM research and integration in the classroom requires educators to build opportunities to make STEM connections explicit to students. Understanding the connections between STEM subjects means that educators need to have a comprehensive knowledge of each subject, as well as the ability to connect each subject to one another in a variety of formats. The STEM certification at UConn makes these connections clear in the program design. Educators are required to take extensive courses on each of the STEM subjects, and then they utilize that learning in hands-on classroom experiences and with research design in STEM partnership schools. Programs that facilitate the learning in individual STEM subjects and create connections among each area allow educators to build meaningful learning experiences in the classroom once their training is complete. While the advantages of the NEAG school program are clear, with purposeful coursework, an accelerated program, and meaningful STEM connections paving the way, there are a few distinct disadvantages. The program is a full-time, consistently paced certification program. There are no breaks, and it requires daily interaction. While this accelerates the learning pace and makes achieving a degree easier, it is not an ideal program for individuals who are already in the education field as educators or for those who are currently employed. Due to the nature of student teaching and research experiences required of the course, the pace is not for individuals seeking additional learning in the STEM fields. Another distinct disadvantage is the application of the degree for grades 7 through 12. While STEM learning is especially relevant in the secondary learning years, STEM education begins as young as early childhood, and this program completely neglects the important learning that takes place during these years. The purpose of STEM education and its integration is to build student interest and identity with each discipline. When students build upon these skills at an early age, they are likely to choose a STEM-related field of study and workforce placement. This requires educators to build interest and identity at an early age. But only engaging in professional development plans for secondary educators, the NEAG program is neglecting the importance of building STEM integration throughout a student's life. In order to become a more comprehensive program, the certification program at UConn can take a few simple steps. Although each teaching education initiative for STEM integration is unique and provides comprehensive learning for educators, there are some modifications and improvements that can help support the overall success of a program. Providing a comprehensive, explicit teaching format for all educators within grades kindergarten through 12 creates a wider outreach for a teacher education initiative. Research in the area of STEM education has been clear with this intention. 21st century skills in STEM are needed for all individuals, regardless of chosen profession, due to the competitiveness of the workforce and the problem-solving skills that accompany the fields of STEM. Therefore, teacher education initiatives need to include professional development practices for all educators in every grade. Another modification and proposal for STEM program is to provide certificate programs that are flexible in their learning pace. Graduate students are often employed and have demanding family lives that require self-directed learning and pacing that is unique to each learner's need. Self-directed pacing allows for students to engage in learning in a way that meets their individual needs, and its progression over the past 2 years with the engagement in asynchronous and synchronous learning provided by interactive school platforms has proven to be an effective alternative to in-person learning. Creating STEM education programs that have flexible learning times and self-directed pacing allows for more educators to engage with the initiatives that are so important to build integration in the classroom. Education is a continuously evolving field, one that requires educators to constantly seek out new research methods and adapt to new curriculum models. This is especially true with the emergent research in the field of STEM integration. STEM has become an integral part of not only education, but the world itself. Therefore, educators need to actively seek out teacher education initiatives and professional development opportunities that help them understand the appropriate and effective practices that prepare their students for 21st century STEM skills. The Avery Point TCPCG program at UConn's NEAG School prepares educators for an active role in STEM by ensuring that students are engaged in appropriate coursework, research, and hands-on experiences that allow graduate students to earn their initial teacher certification in STEM education. While the program has clear advantages that include up-to-date research and an integrated approach, it is important to note that the rigorous academics require full-time engagement and only pertain to working with students in grades 7 to 12. As a graduate student seeking support with professional development and engaging in teacher initiatives in the field of STEM, it's important to consider the diversity of a program, the needs of the student, and the range of topics covered.